Welcome to Second City Entertainment. I am Joey Real Talk Toronto, alongside Ryan Green Machine Abner, and Daniel, the Freakster Frigo. What's going on, guys?
Fun fact, I love that he calls you Daniel, and then when I'm doing it, I just call you Dan.
And most people call me Dan.
But I like that you're different.
Well, I've known you for a long time. I've always known you as Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel. I started that, no.
Yes.
Before we get started, Daniel is going to tell you guys,
Switch up.
like, where we be. Where we be.
Where you is right now?
Where is we?
Where we gonna find us at? All right. You can find us on youtube.com/Second City Entertainment, facebook.com/Second City Entertainment. You can also find us on Instagram, search Second City Entertainment. And then lastly, you can find us on Twitter at Second City Biggie.
Just use the E.
It's just E. No, no Biggie.
No, it's Biggie, man.
It's a capital.
That's what I should have made it. Second City Big E.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I was like,
Right.
yeah, it's Biggie. I should say capital, but Biggie sounds better.
Right. That's good. So today we're going over Ubisoft, however you want to pronounce it.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
I've always just called it Ubisoft. I don't know why. Ubisoft just sounds weird to me.
Yeah,
They're French. I don't know.
tomato.
Yeah.
It's
Potato
their
power.
30 year. They've been around 30 years.
Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty intense. Older than we are.
Yeah.
It's
So-
all about the same as Rare almost.
Is it? Yeah, Rare's pretty old too. Rare's actually might be older.
I think they're a little older. 'Cause I know
Rare's
they
the
said
one that
they're-
does like Via Pinata.
They just had their 30th anniversary like a year or two ago, I thought.
Right. So we'll be going over Ghost Recon Wildlands, the new South Park game, some Division DLC. They got some virtual reality going on, which some's really cool. The game For Honor. They showed a little bit of the Assassin's Creed movie finally, and Watch Dogs 2, which looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with the host. The
Aisha
host of
Taylor.
Ubisoft.
She was the host with the most.
More than you.
So I'm the
Surprising.
hostess with the most.
I'll hostess.
She's the host with
She's
the most.
technically the
right?
hostess.
Yeah,
No,
whatever.
we're not, what do you call it?
Politically
Technical.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, both.
Aisha Taylor was awesome. Starts it off with an F-bomb.
Yeah,
And I
first
was
5 minutes, she's like, it's gonna blow your
fuck
fucking mind.
I was like, oh, I looked at you and I was like, oh.
This is how this
where
night's
we're gonna
going.
go. She must listen to our podcast.
Right.
So
Hashtag no filter.
hashtag no filter. She was really funny the whole night though, not just the beginning. Like everything that she talked about when she was interviewing people, like that's what I was really excited about. I don't usually care for a lot of these hosts of these events. Like they're just really bother me or they're just super nerdy and I don't care. But Aisha Taylor was super fun, and I know she's been doing the Ubisoft ones for so long.
5 years.
That's
I
crazy.
think this was her fifth one. She's been doing a great job at it. I remember seeing her, 5 years ago.
She's
and
a
I'm
fine
like,
lady.
yeah, she's pretty cool. She's a nerd and she's, what more do you want?
She was so much taller than all the
What do you want?
developers.
Oh,
and
and
all
she
the
had
speakers.
on like 20-inch heels.
I
I know one poor guy came out there and he's like, I'm really not this short. She's like, I'm not
Right.
this short. You need to take off those shoes. She's like, I'm sorry. I have big girl syndrome or some crap like that. So she was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to jump right into Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Super cool because the way it's set up where like each person has a specific job. So it's not the Division where the Division is kind of like everyone's the same. You know what I mean? Like you don't really have a specific job in the Division. I mean, you can play it that way if you want, depending on what guns
You do
everyone
different
has.
talents or specs.
Right.
But
But this was completely like, all right, well, there was a guy that was a sniper. He was going to find a sniping spot. There was a guy that was more of like the sneaky type. There was a guy that was more of just the brute force. I'm going to run in and start fucking up shit. You know what I mean? There's a guy piloting a helicopter. It looked really cool. I would like that there's a demo before we get it in March to try it. And I want to see how it plays first. But from the gameplay they showed, which was a lot, it was actually really cool.
Yeah, it was nice because they showed all the different aspects of like what you could do and use teamwork, which is awesome. And like Ryan said, you got the sniper going into his position. You got one guy actually getting in there. You got one guy flying a drone, and you just got one dude that's ready just to run and gun.
yeah.
So you find out your target. You see 3 people. Say, all right, sniper, take the guy out on the right. I got the guy on the left. Guy in the drone, knock out the guy in the middle or something. So it's like boom, 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 like beautiful knockout. And like, all right, we got this guy. Sniper takes him out. We got this guy. This guy chokes him out. So it's like you got to use teamwork. You got to find all
Yeah.
the guys because you don't want to get caught because you're, I guess they call him the VIP guy that you got to get. If he gets spooked, he's out of there. And then you're on a foot chase or your mission failed. So, they go through it. And then the guy does end up taking off. So you're in a huge car chase. So 2 people in the truck, 1 guy's in a motorcycle, another guy's in a helicopter. All trying to chase this guy. They're trying to shoot out his tires, shoot out his engine. And the AI is driving like radically, which is awesome. So he's like bumping into him, going off road and doing all this cool shit. And then, they finally get him and put him in the helicopter and they're being chased by a bunch of people. The game looked pretty cool. I like the way it looked. And
I always liked Ghost Recon.
I was say I was
that
a
was a
big fan
good
of Ghost
game.
Recon.
I mean, all the Tom Clancy series, honestly, is just really fun to play.
I mean, the last one that came out, Ghost Recon, I think it was called Future Soldier.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 years ago. Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
And I bought it because I loved Graw 2. That was like one of the best Ghost Recons ever. Like, just Tom Clancy games in general, the great shooter. And so I had really high hopes for that one. And just, I don't know, kind of, to me, it wasn't that good. And I think it also, as a fan base, didn't really care for it. And hopefully this one can bounce back from that. Because I love the old Ghost Recons, played the shit out of them. Yeah. They're awesome. So, I mean, well, I've seen this one too. It was really interesting. So, Tom Clancy games are always highly militarized, fun games to play. And, if you could do the whole, especially team-based, they're really allowed, especially now, it seems like they're kind of going a lot more with team-based. And it seems like if you're not team-based, it's a lot harder and not, especially even not fun either to play the game.
Right. And this is something with Division, like you can't play that game by yourself.
Nope. No, and I like that when they,
I
mean, we'll get to it, but when they show the trailer for the next expansion, totally made sense because you're like, remember it shows the gunshots and you're like, and then gets picked up, you're like, oh, that makes sense because you totally cannot play this game by yourself.
Right.
Like, you will get wrecked every time.
Right.
Try go to the dark zone by yourself. It's great till you have to extract.
Right.
And then you're just screwed.
Right.
So Ghost Recon, March 7th, 2017.
Yep.
And now...
Which, before we get to South Park, didn't we
okay.
say that was a good decision on their part to go to March? Because
Yes.
you're like, the game's probably pretty much ready, but why? Why let your load out now if this is your next big game? If you've got Division DLC still coming out, you've got all these, like Battlefield 1, all these games are coming out. Why force yourself into the market into the fall? Go somewhere like the Division did this year, where it came out in March, where nothing was around besides the. No, nothing was around. The Destiny expansion wasn't out at the same time, so it was just kind of out there and see what it makes out of it.
Consider Destiny even a competitor.
Well, it's still a
update
different
was
game,
shit.
you know what I mean? Like Overwatch wasn't out yet, nothing was out yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, like you said, it was great on their part. A lot of shit coming out this year. And speaking of a lot of shit coming out this year, the new South Park game, Fractured But Whole. Shannon Cartman's voice.
I gotcha. The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, Fractured Butthole.
Damn it, guys, we're on costumes.
So the way they did it, they had the creators come out. They had Trey Parker and
Matt Stone.
Yeah,
Matt
there
Stone.
we go.
So they came out and they're like, "All right, what can you tell us about this game?" They're like, "Oh, it's a video game of South Park." Like, okay, anything you can tell us? She's like, "Well, I don't know." He's like, "We just create this shit. We don't make the game." So they pretty much just like they're just saying like, "We have no fucking idea. We just pretty much gave them the rights to make the movie."
Yeah,
So
right.
they explained that it's a superhero game.
Yeah, it's a superhero game,
And
so it's changing.
The
from
amount
truth.
of name drops in one game and just a trailer made me laugh so hard. So much Marvel and DC talk. It was so great. Talking about a black superhero and how
You don't
Marvel's
get your
like-
movie to the third phase.
You gotta do it like the Marvel did. They didn't put him in there; they just snuck him in the third phase.
Oh
He didn't
my
get his own
God.
movie right away.
Right.
When they basically set up Civil War. And what did he say? They talk about how Captain America wanted the name to be
Yeah,
Fractured
Trey
Butthole.
Parker's like, listen, Captain America wanted to be the Fractured Butthole, but we took that first.
So they went with
So
Civil
they went
War.
with Civil
Oh
War
my
instead.
God.
He's like, you want a Civil War? You want a Civil War? And then he's like, why you didn't go make your own movie, make up a good first one, and screw up the rest? DC.
Wow.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. And then they, so from what they showed you, like the trailer showed you only pick like 3 or 4.
But there's 12
like superheroes,
total.
but there's a ton. There's
And you
12.
can mix them.
Yeah. So you could be like a Flash, Hulk type guy, probably.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Flash, would you like to go over the backstory of what Flash
it
does?
shows your character, right? And you're just this normal looking dude with a little kid with a crown
Oh,
and a
it
cape.
takes place right after Stick of Truth.
Yes.
Like right after.
So you're basically in there, and Cartman, you're basically talking to Cartman about how you want to join this, like you want to be a superhero, and he goes through all this shit with you. It's so funny. They nailed it so well with his personality. But he's giving him a backstory, and he's talking about, he goes, he walked into his parents' room and saw his dad fucking his mom. And I look at Joey, I go,
South Park.
this is so great, because the Flash's backstory is he sees like a light, and it's someone killing his mom, and it's framed to be his dad. And Joey starts laughing. He goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! This is what they're doing." And Kyle gets so mad. He's like, "How do you think we're all here? Because my dad fucked our mom." He's like, "Are you saying that your dad fucked your mom, Kyle?"
Is that what you're saying, Kyle, right now? Yeah. How do you think I was here?
Don't take his backstory, Kyle.
Oh my god. Great South Park.
Oh my god. I didn't play Stick of Truth. I heard, like, Jose had told us it was great, and he's a huge South Park fanboy, so if he liked it, I've heard...
For him to buy a game is pretty good.
And also, fun fact, that you were talking about how you're going to buy it, you're like, I gotta get Stick of Truth. They said if you buy this game, you pre-order it, right away as soon as you pre-order it, you get Stick of Truth for free.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
So do be doing that.
I'll probably do it myself too. So I want to play Stick of Truth. I haven't played it either.
I would love to play it. Is it multiplayer?
I don't think so.
I don't know how those work.
I think it's just single player.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was multiplayer.
Because it's kind of like
a dude.
Final Fantasy type
kid.
Oh my god! If you guys haven't seen it, I don't know what's wrong with you. And if you have seen it, just look it up again.
It's so
funny.
Oh my god! It was a greatly done intro to the game.
They changed the combat system completely.
Yeah,
I don't want to say completely. It's still turn based, but now you can move.
Yeah.
So now you could set up your guys to like be behind him, and you could punch a dude in the dick or whatever, and he falls back, and you could trip him.
Yeah.
Like with your other guy, and then he punches him in the balls too. And then now apparently your farts are magical. Like your farts can rip time and space.
Wow.
So if you fart, you change the whole environment. So like I don't know, it was like your character just like and just shitting his pants, and the whole thing is just changing.
Right.
Like, oh my god,
that's great South Park right there.
December 6th of this year.
Yep.
You don't have to wait long.
Nope. It's gonna be great.
I know I'm like I said, next payday in a couple days I'm gonna be
pre-ordering
it and playing the Stick of Truth.
Surprised it's not Black Friday. They're gonna do it on Black Friday. Old season.
Oh, who did they show?
They did that with Stick of Truth.
So Joey didn't see Batman vs Superman, but at the very end, Cartman is like, "I'm sorry, I had to do this," and it's the PC, UPC bro. It's that
PC
guy.
principal?
Yeah, and he looks like, and then he goes, "Ah!" And it's supposed to be like Doomsday.
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
great. UPC bro.
UPC bro. UPC Arizona State.
Yeah, if you guys are a fan of South Park, I mean,
I heard the last season was great.
Yeah.
And they did a great job with this game because it's exactly what I want from a South Park.
It's just pretty much just a long episode. It's like a movie, which is awesome because I mean, isn't that what you want from South Park?
Bigger, longer, uncut.
Yeah, it's pretty much that's exactly what it is. So South Park, December 6th, so great. Buy it now, get the first one.
Yep.
Then Division is coming out with their first official DLC.
It just dropped
DLC.
today. Today's the 28th. It just dropped. It is called Underground. You go under the subways of New York, and I guess the way they explain it is the deeper you go into the tunnels, the better loot drops you'll get.
I think it's the same system as the Dark Zone. The higher up you go, the better stuff you get. So it's the lower you go, the better stuff.
I haven't played either of the two main boss or raids, I guess you would say, that the Division ever released. Falcon Lost and the other one. I haven't played them yet. Like, I wanted to.
I tried the Incursion.
It's Falcon Lost. Is it hard?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's literally just like pretty much one room.
Yeah.
Like all you go into this one room and
it's a big bunch of waves, right?
There's just like it's waves and what is like there's a big APC tank on one side and there's 2 sentry turrets next to it. So pretty much as you kill people, more waves. And there's like 10 or 13 waves. I think it's like 13 waves or like that. And it gets harder and like you have to go like take these bombs and like as APC is shooting at you, you have to go on both sides, disable the sentry turrets, and then eventually you get to tank and stuff like that. It's really hard.
I heard it's really hard.
And it's I mean I never completed it actually.
No.
And plus like I don't even know if they fixed the problem they had. I assume they did by now, but what happened was like when you join a game, they use channel for people to matchmake. There used to be a lag thing like Days Rubber Band. Because you had to go like inside. I think it was like in like a sewer or something that you go into. I was able to spawn in, they go by the sewer, and spawn right back to the beginning, and just keep rubber banding. And they never have to leave. And they just keep doing that over and over. That's so stupid. I think forever to fix them. I assume they fixed it now, but I like to do it. It's just
I would too.
The fan base dies so fast.
Together to do it. It's really hard otherwise.
I mean, I only got Division for the wait for the Destiny updates.
Sadly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still okay with it because I mean, I bought it in like a week and a half, got all the achievements, 100% the game, and I'm like, well, okay, closed it up, threw it. Like, all right, what's next?
I really enjoyed the game, and then Overwatch came out. And that's really what happened. And then it was like, oh, I could play the Division, but everyone's on Overwatch.
Right.
So I'm just
I
gonna
don't know
play
if it's a Division anymore.
And plus, with the Division, they already announced 2 more DLCs coming this year.
One of them is Survival, which is what the trailer was for. They said that, and it's pretty funny because they're like, if you thought it was easy now to get through, you haven't seen anything yet. And like Joey looked at me and goes, it's not easy at all. Like, it's super difficult. They are very committed to this game, as they should be. It is their big thing that they came out with, and it was like Bungie when they came out with Destiny. Like, you have to be committed to games like these because these aren't games where you're just going to get a new one every time. You rely on your DLCs and your free updates, and you have to stay committed. And this is just year one, and we're getting like 5 DLCs plus 2 updates. So,
like I said, they already had their over a year planned out of DLC, like done.
Yeah.
So now we're actually getting the first one today.
Yep. And then Survival, and then something that showed the Statue of Liberty in the background, which is really interesting. But both the ones they showed, Underground and Survival, look really cool. And I mean, it's one of those things where I think pretty shortly, like especially with the deal, because I got the season pass. I mean, I might as well use it.
Hindsight 2020. Probably shouldn't have got it because I have it too. But
Yeah. So
I mean, I got it for like
$20,
like $15,
right?
A little more than what the actual game was. So I was like, okay.
So I mean, I'm gonna play them. I know a couple of people on our squad have been asking us to get back into it. I know Joey said if he could find a squad, I was like, oh, dude, you can just play with us. Like, it's not like we're all on all the time anyway. But I'm interested in it. I still like the Division, and I want to try out these DLCs. So when we get back on another podcast, we can go over them.
I mean, I'm a Tom Clancy fanboy, so
It's
sadly, and not just sadly, but it's just like when the game's dying, you still like to play it. It's
Yeah.
like, all right.
So we got 2 VR games that they showed: Eagle Flight, and well, we'll start with Eagle Flight.
So the Eagle Flight was pretty cool. You are eagles, and the city, which is Paris,
Yeah.
is like overran. Like there's plants growing all over it. There's like no people.
Yeah, nature took over.
Zoo.
Okay, yeah.
The zoo animals broke free, so there's random zoo animals everywhere, and you're eagles, and you are getting.
It's like a capture the flag game.
Yes, you're getting something.
You get a
you're getting the
rabbit.
prey. It's a rabbit, and you have to get it to where the nest is at, and it's 3-on-3. And they showed them there, and it's so funny to watch people do virtual reality because his head's just like
Yeah, when you watch it, they're like
moving all over
moving
the
around,
place.
and when they're going down, they're just straight down. You're like, okay.
And you shoot like with like it looks like a wind blast.
You, like,
of some
call,
sort.
you're like,
yeah.
"Caw!"
And you can
You, like,
shoot them.
blow
That's
the
how they
birds
drop
out.
the prey.
You get a call like,
Yeah.
Nick Cave, man crow, and it looks really cool though.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the games like if I had virtual reality, sure. And Ubisoft in this process announced who they are partnered with. And you were like, oh, I thought they weren't saying anything, but I guess they're going for it because Oculus is the ones partnered with Ubisoft.
Yep, and Oculus is like, hey, guess what game we want to make? We want to make a Star Trek.
Looked really awesome.
So
Star
if
Trek
you
game would be cool.
If you've seen Star Trek, you've seen all the captains and engineers pushing the little buttons. Well, guess what VR is?
That's
you
what
have
you
to
do.
control the shields, control the guns, control everything. You fuck up, the whole ship is fucked.
Each person has a different role, and it looked really cool. They had, oh my god, what is that actor's name? The black dude with the big visor from Star Trek. He was playing the virtual reality,
Okay,
and they interviewed
Of course,
him.
yeah.
Yes.
They had all different generations of Star Trek, like actors and
Someone
actresses
from the
there.
new movie, someone from First Generation, Red, something Red. I don't
Every
know.
time I
Red
see-
Sky.
I think it was Lamar, something like that.
It might have been Lamar's name. Yeah.
I just remember when a family gathered at the Comic-Con convention, and Peter puts on the visor. It's KKK people with shotgun stuff. He's like,
why do you?
why would they make him wear this?
It looked really cool though. Like he was blown away by it. God damn it, Dan. He was blown away by it. He said it was really cool. It was like as you imagine while you were acting, because obviously none of that's really there. He said that is how exactly as you imagine it while you're doing it. So I mean, if they're saying it's really great, I like that way of using it. Like, hey, let's let people that actually were on the show try it and get their reactions.
Yeah, great marketing by them to be
Kind of
like,
like Sea of Thieves. How you just have three random people thrown into it.
yeah, I like that. Like, that now you get people interested in it. Well, shit, we're gonna throw in the actors who actually played in there.
Yeah.
Kind of sad Captain Kirk wasn't there.
Oh, Will Shatner would have been
Will
so
Shatner
cool.
would have been so
I'll see
cool.
Or Professor Xavier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the VRs that they
Super
they did.
cool.
So Star Trek is this
It's
fall.
Yeah, this fall comes out.
So you don't have to wait long.
Yeah.
But then, For Honor shows up. You get that guy who likes to grunt and is in the cane and
Yeah.
does this whole thing. he made a pretty cool looking game.
Yes, they did.
So the guy who played the game,
was pretty bad.
not very good, which is fine because it's like, oh, well, I don't know, you want to see something go cool, but you don't want to see it go flawless because that's not how the game's going to play.
Right.
So you gotta you gotta dodge your attacks, you gotta plan where you're gonna attack. So you control
It's all
everything.
based on the right joystick and where you push the right joystick, which direction is it going. That's the direction you're going to either divot or you're going to move or you're going to block, whatever.
Okay.
And it looked really cool. He played as the Viking storyline. They're invading the samurai home. I mean, the whole fighting aspect of it looked really, really cool. I don't know if I'd play the Viking story. I'm not sure who I'd choose. But if the fourth person is available, the bitch that starts all the wars, I'd play her because that looked awesome.
Yeah, they show the Vikings, the samurais, and I guess the knights.
I got knight nobles, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know the technical terms of them, but they all looked badass.
It was in from last year too.
Yeah, they only showed just a little, but they showed the multiplayer, so this was the campaign.
Okay.
I mean, it looked really cool. I like the looks of it. It looked like fun. And if it looked like fun to you too, February 14th,
Your
2017.
birthday, Dan. There you go.
Oh, wow.
It said,
And,
give it
like-
to someone you love.
All right. Wow.
Just
wow.
murder
Hey,
someone.
thanks, guys. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the only thing I feel like I don't like about it is like I feel like maybe the combat system might be a little too slow paced, maybe a little boring. But I don't know. I mean, what I've seen of it,
Right.
to me, it seems like it'd be a little slow paced and like it's kind of boring, just going. Ugh.
Well, I think what they're doing is like if you play Dynasty Warriors, which is just literally just hack and slash
Yeah.
through like thousands of guys, it's kind of the same thing but like more detailed.
Yeah.
Like instead of hacking and slashing, you gotta like where do you want to hack and where do you want to slash.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I guess in that sense, it is definitely slowed down. But finally got something shown on the movie that they've been making for Assassin's Creed.
You didn't see the trailer originally when
No.
it came out? Okay.
Well, that was like a leak thing. I guess.
was it?
Like this was like fully official.
Okay. The Assassin's Creed movie. First off, the guy playing the assassin this time, I love him as an actor. He plays the new Magneto in the new Star Wars movie or X-Men movies.
So what?
We're
Magneto's in
so
Star
much.
Wars.
In the Star Wars movies.
We're going
Holy
everywhere.
shit, Magneto's in it.
I cannot remember his last name. I know it's Michael Fazen something, I believe. But he's really cool. The whole idea, I'm glad they said, hey, and the guy that produced it is, we worked on what? Indiana Jones, Jurassic World, like all these big
He worked
movies.
on a lot of movies.
Yeah. The way that they introduced him basically saying, like, this is a different story than what's from the games. It's a different assassin.
Yeah, that's
So, like, it's
fair.
not going
That's what I
to
heard,
be
too.
Ezio. It's not going to be any of them. But it looked really cool.
It'd be cool if they did like an Ezio storyline.
It would be really cool.
Well, I think what they want to do is, you don't want a movie 100% based on the game because then you can't have a movie aspect, Because if you like what
There's
they
no
do,
adaptation to it.
like spoiler alert, what they did with Warcraft is it's not really 100% based off Warcraft. It's kind of
That's all
movable.
movies are compared on any books
like
or anything
the
like that
word.
too. Like you can't have 100% from the book and all that or anything to make the game because
Oh, yeah.
why would you want to watch it then if there's no
even-
adaptation to it?
Right, like
That's
with
why
Harry
they're
Potter,
doing
Game
with
of
this.
Thrones, any of those
Yeah.
things. You can't take it directly from the source material. You have to change it a little bit.
It's
He
still
does the
looked pretty cool.
Falcon drop, though.
Yeah, they showed
The eagle eye.
eagle
Yeah.
drop. Yeah.
That was awesome.
It looked pretty cool. It's they came out with a release date November 15th this year.
Yep. So it'll be right. Ooh, what else coming out in November? It'll be right before Rogue One drops for Star Wars.
Yeah,
So.
it'll be interesting to see because notoriously video games don't do well as movies, but
Well,
could be
Warcraft did well. So first one down. See what happens next.
I'm hoping they do good. I hope Assassin's. I know I'm still hoping Warcraft is. I mean they're kind of going out, but did enough to keep on. Not even just Warcraft, but like gaming in general.
Yeah.
Movies. I'm hoping Assassin's Creed does good too to keep that up.
It'd be
Those
cool if this is the
Ratchet
next
and
big
Clank
genre of
movies.
movies, because superhero movies have been so big, and they're still gonna continue to be big and make lots of money. It'd be cool if gaming movies can finally start to reach up to that level, because there's some really great stories. Like the Warcraft story is great. I really hope they do a second one. Assassin's Creed, making a new Assassin's Creed storyline for this is awesome, because it's something different than we've seen. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want it to be somebody that I've already watched do it and I already played it, and then I'm like, well, this is different. I'd rather it be like, oh, okay, I already know this is different, so let's see what happens.
And then speaking of, I don't even know if you want to call it different, changed maybe, Watch Dogs 2.
It's in San Francisco.
Yeah, they said fuck Chicago.
Did you say that right?
San Francisco?
Is it San Francisco?
No, San Francisco.
Like the San Francisco or something. It sounds weird.
San Francisco.
Sounds fun.
San Fran. It looks really cool. So did the first one. So I don't know. It looked different. It looked better.
Okay, that's what I was. I was like, I saw the first one, looked really cool. Came out, man.
This one looks a lot more polished, like a lot more done to it, because Watch Dogs was not complete when they released it.
No.
It was
It
was an early release because they didn't have any of the graphics setting and the lighting was done.
Yeah, they came
combat
so
wasn't
fast and
yeah.
everything. Like,
Well, because they were rushed because they wanted a new gen so quick.
Yeah, because that's when it was.
So they took a lot more time on this one. They put a lot more time and investment into it, and it looked like it's starting to pay off because it does look a lot better. You can control cars to drive around, just do donuts and just fuck with people while you do something else. Or you could have it to where if you're under fire, you could have a car back up and give you cover. Or you could have it smash someone.
One thing that was so cool about the game, which is like that part of it was really cool, like how you pretty much control, like, because it's in the future, so like, everything's run by machines and servers and all that stuff. You used to do all by your phone. Like in the first one, you can just like look at someone's phone, just find all their information, find their bank account, and go into their bank account, take all their money, and be like, okay, it's off my phone.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Could you use guns in the first one?
Yeah, there's guns.
Okay, that's what we couldn't remember yesterday.
Right, yeah, because I've seen that. Because he pulled out like a AK or something to start gunning people
guns
down. Okay.
Yeah, like, and also, if people they cut the same concept, I'm sure they will. Like in the multiplayer, what was like? It's not like it was just multiplayer, but like the game's always like online. So like the first one, someone could come into your world and start hacking into you and take all your stuff, and then so if that happens, you have to find them. You have to try to kill them, or maybe they'll try to leave your game before you can kill them. I hope they kind of keep that in there because I thought that's kind of cool.
They are because they showed as you were going there was just someone else just playing with an RC car just driving around.
There's a lot of cool concepts of that game, but yeah, the first one definitely wasn't as it was supposed to be. Live up. So hopefully they took that, and obviously, made the changes and make it a better game.
From the looks of it, like they did, it's a lot more polished.
Yeah.
So apparently it looks good enough to where Sony comes out. They're like, hey, we want to make this a movie.
You guys took Spider-Man from us. We're doing Watch Dogs now.
So I mean, I think it'd be a cool movie.
Yeah,
I don't know what you would. Like I said, I never played Watch Dogs, so I don't really know like the story behind it.
That movie. Like it could have been a movie before it was even a game. It would be a cool movie to see in general. So
it's a cool concept.
That'd probably be an easy one to do for a movie because it's not really like a video, like a really like weird like storyline where it's like, I shouldn't say nerdy, where there's a lot into it. It's just a good action movie.
It's just a good hacking movie.
Yeah, just be a good action movie.
Right. Again, a good sign that companies are looking at this saying, all right, let's start getting into different franchises and making video games out of them, or movies out of the video game franchise, because it's a market that it's rarely tapped into, because when it is tapped into, it hasn't been as well as people would like it to be. But I think they're starting to see, like, hey, like, if we can do this right, like, this is a huge market that we can re-tap into and make a lot of money out of.
Like I said, I think because they've seen Warcraft is doing pretty well.
Right.
They're like, there's actually a good potential for, really great business.
Right. Yeah.
And for Sony to come out and be like, we want to make your game into a movie.
Let's hope they don't fuck it up, because I've seen Fantastic Four. I've seen
Pixels.
Yeah, I've seen Spider-Man. All the re-adaptations of Spider-Man. Let's see what happens.
Sony is notorious for just, hey, I'm going to take this and fuck it.
I'm going to take Fantastic Four away from that, because that's not their fault. That's totally Fox's fault.
Yeah.
My bad.
Right. But
sorry.
Still
bad.
They have some say in it.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So that wraps up for Ubisoft, however you want to be.
Ubisoft Chicago.
However you want to be.
Right.
That's it. 30 years wrapped up.
Before we go, because you said 30 years, And we talked about the Division. We didn't say, because I forgot to write it down, you get new outfits coming out. If you have an Ubisoft Club, if you signed up for it, you get them for free. Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six, and another one. Is it Ghost Recon maybe?
Yep.
Those are the 3 costumes you can get for your people in the Division. You get them for free. Just go on the Ubisoft Club and you can download them. So that is awesome because I really want to be Splinter Cell. So that's kick ass.
And that,
happy 30 years, Ubisoft.
Yeah, happy 30 years. So that officially wraps it up. Daniel's going to tell you one more time where we be, how to find us.
Where you be, cuz?
Where we is?
Yeah.
All right, guys, for the last time. I'm just kidding. It's not the last time. We always tell you where we're at.
We still got another one. We got EA coming up.
Spoiler alert.
But you always got to find us somewhere.
Yeah.
So you can find us at youtube.com/Second City Entertainment, facebook.com/Second City Entertainment. You can also find us on Instagram. Just search Second City Entertainment. And lastly, Twitter at Second City, capital E. So, yeah, not Big E, all right.
Oh, quote of the week time? No one gave me the cue, man. I always give Dan a cue.
Here's your cue, Ryan.
Thank you. Some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair. John Marston.
You stay gaming, Chicago.